Hey guys, it's your girl Ari back with another nail video. And in this video, I will be showing you how I apply tips to severely nail bitten nails. And as always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post new nail content like this. And we're going to get into it. So my client, she is a young girl. She came last year and she was nervous about her nails. And I'm open to do anybody's nails as long as it's not bleeding, all looking all like really crazy, you know what I mean? So I sat down how to talk with her, and she has severe anxiety to the point where you can see that her nails are severely bitten. And I told her, you could that could be a low-key issue for her, because if you bite your nails or your skin so much, like, you can cause bleeding or damage to it. So on the other hand, you'll see that's why her nails is brown. It's just damage. I already asked her mom, and they went to the doctor. It doesn't hurt. It just from just biting them so much. So I applied a cuticle pusher, to push that back to the cuticles. Next, I go in with my rectangular nail bit. And, I complete the process, and I do her nails as I do everyone else's nails. So I'm going to let y'all watch. So, with all my nail biters, I have a couple that come and they feel comfortable coming with me, so, they're regulars. But I go in and I'm cleaning up with my manicure scissors to, clean up the hangnails so she won't have a tendency to bite those. So I'm trying to make sure I get those. That way when she leaves, she doesn't bite it. That way she won't pop her nails off. So that's what you see me doing. And after this, I'll go in with my cuticle nail bit. And I'll go in like I do with my other tools. And after that, it's a sanding band. And I'll let y'all watch. So I'm going in with my Jealous pH bond like I always do, so I can dehydrate the natural oils from the nails. And I'm gonna go in with my No Lift primer. And what you're gonna see me do is create nails. So we're gonna create nails first, and then you'll see me after that. I'll show you how I apply the tips afterwards. So I'm gonna let y'all watch. So from experience before, I've tried to apply tips to basically the skin and it popped off. Like, I think them nails lasted maybe 2 days. So I watched a YouTube channel. I just happened to run through a YouTube channel. You know, YouTube is good for everything. And I watched them create a nail this way. So anytime somebody comes in with nails, like, nail biters, and they have no nails for me to put a tip on, this is what I do. And I have no problems with it at all after this. Because you can't put nails on skin. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, you have to have a nail. So this is my process on creating a nail so I can apply tips. And you just do this with one bead. Create your nail. Make sure you... So basically, you're putting it... Like, okay, so you create a nail. And then you gotta think, you want it flat because you want to put a tip on it. Then you're going to have to put acrylic on top. So that's a lot of layers. So you want to make sure it's flush to the cuticle, flush on the natural nail, and not even lumpy. So you're going to smooth it out and pat it. So I'm going to let y'all watch. are not doctors. We don't specialize in treating nail funguses or anything. So I'm letting y'all know once again, it's not a fungus. There's nothing wrong with her nails. It's just from over time, her nail. She's a young nail biter. She's been biting her nails for years, and that's what tended to happen. Like she, as you can tell, like the ones that are like smaller than the average nail right next to it, they're a little brown. So I had already asked, and she's already my client, and she come to me because she feel comfortable. Like, my job is to make you feel comfortable. And when you sit down in my chair, when you leave, you going to feel beautiful. And this is our third time coming. And she's like, you don't even want that. I like doing my nails because you make me feel comfortable. You know what I mean? You don't judge me because I don't judge nobody. I mean, people deal with anxiety different ways. You know what I mean? So some people bite their nails. It's just, I always tell people, like, that's not good. You could bleed. You know what I mean? So that's all I can do. But for right now, my job is to make you feel beautiful, and that's me asking her about that. So I think on her thumb and her pinky on that hand, I didn't put no nail on it because I didn't have to, because it was enough for me to put a tip on. So I'll take my 80/80 grit file, and I'll make sure I shape it up. That way I have a nail to put a tip on. So I'm going to let y'all watch. So I'm sizing up the tips. That way I have ones that fit her nails. That's what you'll see me doing. And I got these tips from my local nail supply store, but I did order the same tips from Amazon. I'll link it down below as well. And, everything I used will be linked down below besides the glue, because that's from my nail supply store. But KDS glue is good. I used to use KDS glue. And then when I went back, because I ran out, they didn't have any more. So I decided to get this kind, but it's good also. So I'm going to let y'all watch. onto the nail I created with the acrylic. And make sure it's pushed down. That's what you'll see me doing. So you put the glue down. And there's different ways to put your glue on. I see people put tips on. I put this way, but I press it down. Now you see that light on her nail? I'll press it down to make sure it's insured on it. And then you might see me go in and put a little bit of glue on top of it, but that's what you do. Like I said, I'm not here to judge no one on their nails. As long as they're not bleeding, you know, like when they come in and it's like actually blood and like open sores, I'm not about to do that. I can't. That's the time I'll refuse service. If it's like pussing and infected, I mean, it's like common sense. You're not going to want to work nobody. I wouldn't even want to come nowhere anyway, but I already know for a fact that her nails was just like that from her overtime biting her nails, like damaging her nails from biting and other stuff. So she was comfortable with me. I already knew what to do. And she had told me, like, she went to somebody else and her nails didn't last that long. And I'm like, well, did she do this? And she was like, no. And she was like, I was trying to book with you and I couldn't because you was booked up. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I like people to come and make them feel comfortable. Like, sometimes it's hard to get in, you know. Sometimes it's not, but I told her, like, I'm glad you're back because you already know my process. So you already know what we're going to do. And we're going to record it. So my ultimate goal is I want to make people feel good. Like, I'm not there to judge. And I always tell people what happens in the booth stays in the booth. That's even on my suite's window. Like, I'm not, listen, I'm your therapist, sometimes a psychiatrist, sometimes a teacher, sometimes a mother. Like, maybe in a nail tech, it comes with all kind of things. Like, I love being there because you meet all different kinds of people from all walks of life. Some you can learn from, some you can teach. And that's what I love doing. So I'm going to let y'all watch. So I just skipped to the parts where she cut it. She wanted it cut. She wanted medium length. So you just basically proceed like you do anything else. You go in and you shape it to size, shape them how she want it shaped, or how, how they want to shape. So that's it. And that's how you do it. I didn't show the acrylic application because I didn't like it. And some of the recording, it didn't record well and my battery died. So, yeah. But this is just the basic tip application and acrylic application on how to do clients that are nail biters. Like, that's basically it. So that's my process. You see how that looks. So you just go in and make sure it's all shaping good. And I'll let y'all finish watching. So yeah, this is how they look. And I really wish I would have recorded this because these came out good. I'm very impressed. Very, very, very impressed. Yes, look at those. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you with another video.